Hello everyone and welcome to week 1 of Camp NaNoWriMo. Today is actually the 28th of June. Don't mind this, my hay fever's really bad today. Today is the 29th of June. So not Camp NaNoWriMo yet, but the reason I'm starting early is because of what's going on during Camp NaNoWriMo, which I will tell you right now. During camp, July is when my birthday falls, and I mentioned this already, but I don't live with my parents, so I figured for my birthday I would go down to see my parents for a week, and that means that that's gonna take a week out of Camp NaNoWriMo for me. I might write when I'm there, I probably will, but also what I have to factor in is that 2 days out of July will completely be gone because those 2 days will be spent traveling there and back. If I start 2 days early, I can get those 2 days of traveling time that I will not get to write. So that is why I decided we would be writing today. I did do a lot of planning already as it is, like I said I was going to do. Took my hay fever medicine, so it should start getting better. I was trying to put it off because I kept thinking, you know, it'll get better on its own, but it's not getting better on its own. I have my computer right here and my writer journal right here because this is technically Camp NaNoWriMo now, so I do have to get 1600. Well, what's my word count? Because it's 31 days, I'm sure I have to write a little bit less. Not that much less, but it's like an extra day of writing. Let's have a look on the NaNoWriMo website. I did try to look on the NaNoWriMo website the other day, but it wasn't working for me. I don't know why. So I'm hoping it's working now because I actually do need it now. It's working now. Great. Here is my project that I am doing. 50,000 words. Stats. How many words do I write a day? It's not going to tell me, is it? Oh, wait, it does. 1,613 words. 50 words might not seem like a lot, but 50 words is like a paragraph. So that's like a paragraph less I have to do to meet my goal. So I'm thinking if today I write 1,600 or maybe 2,000 because I'm off for today, and then I write 2,000 tomorrow or 1,600 whatever tomorrow, then I will be at a good place for Camp NaNoWriMo, and then those 2 days that I probably won't get much writing done, I'm going to bring up my document and get writing. I also want to mention that on my document, I said I was like 50,000 words in. I am now at 49,000 because I had to cut a whole thing. Like, I was rereading so I can make like the points that happen in each chapter in order to outline. And as I was doing that, I realized that I somehow copied and pasted a chapter. Like, for example, I had chapter 10 and like 1,500 words was the chapter, and then I copied that. I copied it twice, a section of the chapter twice. So I had to delete that. I couldn't keep it in my document. I couldn't know it was there. So now I'm at 49,000 words. So no longer that 50k that I wanted to work with, but it's fine. It's like 49,462, so it should be fine. I'd had to cut a whole 1,000 words off. I don't know how I copied and pasted that part. I don't remember copying and pasting it, but I suppose if I did remember it, it wouldn't have stayed. So anyway, I think to ease into the writing, I'm going to do some sprints, maybe some forest sprints. There are tons of like sprint pages in my writer notebook that I never finished. Like, I have some sprints done and then I just didn't use the rest of the page. But I did find one that I created a while ago here. That's something else. I did find one that was created here, so I'm probably just going to use that instead of making a new one and then taking more paper. To ease into it, we're just going to do like a 15-minute sprint maybe. The sprint is now prepared because I film with my phone and Forest is on my phone. I'm going to set up the sprint on my phone and then do it and then come as soon as the sprint is over. I'm wondering if I should do it with music or not. With music. With music. We got it. I'm also going to see a movie later today, so I really need to get as much writing as I can get done now. Why is there such a tongue twister? I also realised as I was picking the song, I need to make a proper writing playlist for this book because I did make one a while ago, but none of the songs really fit anymore, so I need to make like a proper one with songs that fit and songs that I listen to while writing the book, because there are a couple that I think just go with the book. So there's some songs I feel like that are made for this book, so I should definitely make a playlist like that. I got the songs. I'm going to start my forest sprint as soon as I finish this clip, and then hopefully get a good start to Camp NaNoWriMo. One word out of 50k. One word. I didn't even finish the sentence. I think I'm going to finish the sentence and then see what my word count is. We did it. We did it. Hello. So today is the 30th of June, so it's the last day of June and the last day before Camp NaNoWriMo officially begins. Yesterday I said I wanted to get like 2,000 words done just to get me at a good point. I didn't do 2,000 words, I did like 700. So I either have to catch up today by writing an additional like 1,300 words, or I'm gonna have to somehow figure out how to get more words done during all of July. And I figured I'm gonna go for the former, which is trying to catch up today, because I have the time to do that today, so why would I not do that? And I know what it's like to try and catch up, and then the words just build and build and build, and to the point where I just can't catch up anymore. So I've got my laptop right here, and I'm ready to do some writing. I was actually, this morning, I woke up quite early, so I decided to outline a little bit. I know my main focus should be my camp project for until like the 31st or when the book is done. But this project that I was outlining, I'm really into, and so far I'm up to the midpoint in terms of outlining, and it's a very strong Act 1, I think, and Act 2. It's a little bit of like uneasiness because the fun and games I just briefly outlined, and the fun and games is a pivotal point in the book. But anyway, I was busy doing that and I was having fun doing that, and then I was like, I should probably do some writing. So we're switching over to my camp project, which is TA3, or the third book of my dystopian trilogy. I think I'm gonna work on my other desk. So I have two desks. One is the one that I mainly work at, and the other one is that one over there. So I have two. That's an old desk. That's newer. I just kept that because it's got like the thing you can pull out to write on a keyboard, so I thought it was cool. So that's why I might work over there, because I don't really work over there that much. So maybe the change of scenery will do some good. We're moving over to the desk. It's super dark on this part of the room because it's kind of cornered off from my window, which is right there. But I brought my ring light, so there's some light here. And I actually like this spot for filming a lot more. Now 10 o'clock and I have 50,634 words written, so almost 51,000 words. I'm coming to the end of chapter 17, and as I mentioned yesterday, I'm excited to get into chapter 18 because I outlined it and it's actually a pretty interesting chapter. So just trying to finish chapter 17. It is getting quite long. It is currently sitting at 3,300 words. This is a first draft and I'm not done with it yet, and I know that when I go back to this chapter a lot has to be included in, like in terms of description, but I don't really focus on description in the first draft. If it's important then I might put a little bit in, but really I don't really focus on it because I don't really care much about it. I like description, but not like too much description, but this scene needs quite a bit because there's a lot of action going on, so I just need to make sure the pacing is alright. But for now, we're leaving it. It's the first draft, I just need to get the basic things written. So I think within the next like 500 words, maybe less that this will be the end of the chapter. I didn't really know the direction to take originally, but then I kind of figured it out, and it feels a bit rushed the way I transitioned it, but it works, so it's fine. We did it! Chapter 18. I'm over here now, brought my laptop. I am now on chapter 18 and my word count is 51,480. Chapter 17 ended up being a super long chapter. It's currently sitting at like 4,100 words, which is a bit long for what I wanted it to be, but it's fine. And it's probably going to get even longer, but then a lot of these chapters are going to get longer, so it'll even out. I have my writer journal right here because chapter 18 is outlined in this book. I'm pretty excited to get started with this chapter because it switches to a POV that it's only really been in that POV a handful of times, more in book 2 than book 3, but now book 3 is really like developing this character even more than this character has already been developed. Chapter 18, I keep procrastinating because I'm kind of scared to start this chapter because I have high hopes for it, and I can easily bring what the chapter looks like in my head, which is like up here, to not even visible, just so low down you can't see it.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars.
So as you can tell from the terrible lighting, it is several hours later. My break, which was originally supposed to be like an hour, maybe 2 at most, turned into like almost 10. But to be fair, I did write half of my goal. Well, more than half my goal. I'm gonna do some writing while watching TV. Maybe I'll put some AuthorTube videos on eventually as well, because I have a lot to catch up on. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna come back with another update today. Probably will if I don't get any writing done. And just to show you if I did the words, I might stay up till midnight as well to kick off NaNoWriMo. But that's, I don't know. I did have a nap, so I could do it. So we'll see. The words are already deteriorating, so let's see how much I can really get written. So today is July 1st, meaning it is officially Camp NaNoWriMo. I obviously started 2 days before, so I'm already in like the Camp NaNoWriMo spirits, but it officially begins today. I already updated my word count from the past 2 days onto the website, as you might have seen from the clip I put in, because I did actually end up staying up until midnight. I went to sleep like 10 minutes later maybe. I tried to write, but I just couldn't get into the focus. I have to say that this morning when I read over what I wrote for chapter 18, I really like the direction of it. I really like what I did with chapter 18 because I very loosely outlined it in my writer journal. Very loosely, because I know I wouldn't have followed it if I went bullet point by bullet point, because I did that last time, didn't follow it. So far the chapter has like 1,500 words, so I could probably finish it today as well. I didn't really film yesterday because I didn't really write anything yesterday. I did join a stream and I did do a little bit of writing in that stream as I put the clip in, but after that I was just like, you know what, I have a brilliant idea. I'm gonna watch YouTube. So, but I figured I would come in with an update and let you guys know how Camp NaNoWriMo is going so far. Not really much to update though, but I do want to do some writing right now. I'm already set up on my bed, as you can tell. I was just about to go put my TV on as well to watch something in the background. I know this chapter super well. And every time I write it, I know exactly where I'm going, I know where I am, I know where to go, I know all like the transition points. It's just about writing it, really. Chapter 18, which is what I'm on, is very close to finishing. It's got like almost 2,000 words, so it's very close to finishing, but it's just writing it down. I had a bit of a dilemma with this chapter as well, because there's this character that's like briefly mentioned, and I was wondering whether to make them important, whether to bring them along to the crew. It'd be quite a bit of a late introduction, especially because we're like 53,000 words in and it's the final book, so we're not going to see this character after this book. And then I realized I have a load of characters and I need to cut some of them because some of them are just useless, so I'm going to transfer some of the like minor roles into some of the major characters and just kind of build on that. So that's like one thing I know I have to do, and there's like so far 3 characters I need to cut and transfer, but the number could actually be higher than that. There's some characters also that need a bigger part because I can't cut them, I can't bring them to another character because it wouldn't make sense. There's just 2 specific things about some of these characters that I can't take out and bring to someone else, because then that character would have to completely change and then someone else would need to take that role. But the whole point is, it's no point adding on characters to this book if I know I have to cut some anyway, because I have got tons of characters, not all of them are important, and there's one character that's in this chapter, I can't see what bigger role they're going to play outside of this chapter. They're pretty important in this chapter for one of the characters, but after that, they're not going to be important. They're just going to go do their own thing, and I basically like established their role in the world as well, so if I took them away from that, it'd be kind of like, I'm trying to make this world feel more alive, and it's like I'm taking important parts out of this world building out, so it'd feel a bit useless. Even though I'm tempted to make this character a bigger thing in the plot, they're not needed for the grand scheme of things. Also, I recently had a revelation that one of these characters that I have that's part of like the main crew, someone that's been around since like the early days, they're not going to be there for the end. Basically, I was trying to figure out how this book ends because I have a pretty good idea, I just don't know the details. I do know the details now, but I didn't know the details when I was outlining for camp. And I realized some characters need to die. Unfortunately, not all the characters that we meet are going to stay till the end, and we haven't really had any major deaths. Anyway, before I ramble for too long, I'm going to go on my bed, go put something on, and do some writing. I probably won't come back with an update until chapter 18 is done, only because I'm fairly certain I'll finish it today. If not, I'll just come with an update anyway. I'm gonna go do some writing. That was loud. Chapter 18 is now done, and I began to work on chapter 19. Chapter 18 is like done. In theory, yes, it's done, but it does need a bit more expanding because it just kind of feels like really fast paced. So I just need to add like this one scene in where it kind of slows the pacing down, but that's like nitty gritty stuff. It's not like super important in the plot, so I'm not going to work on that just yet. I'm gonna kind of let it like fester, and I'm just gonna work on chapter 19 for now because, like I said, that scene is not very important. It is kind of important, but not too important. We're at 54,000 words, so I don't think I'm going to be at the word count that I hope to get by the end of today. I don't know if I said it, but I'm supposed to be at like 56,000 words, so I don't think I'm going to get those 2,000 words because, as you might have guessed, I got easily distracted by the TV, so I didn't write too much, and when I did write, it was like little bits. I did manage to hit the 54k mark, but that was with luck. I don't know how I managed to do it while watching it, but I finished season 3. I was rewatching Stranger Things because I completely forgot like all of season 3, so I thought I'll just rewatch it. But I finally finished season 3, so now I'll be going on to the new season. I've somehow managed to avoid spoilers all this time, so I really don't know what I'm going into. Chapter 19 has started off rough. I don't really know how to get where I want to without it sounding like I'm repeating myself from previous chapters, which is the whole problem I have with feeling like the first few chapters are solid, but then the rest are weaker. So anyway, I have a lot of problems with this draft already, but I just need to get it finished so I can work on the trilogy. Oh, anyway, I'm probably just gonna go to bed, to be honest, and hopefully in the morning I can fix all the problems I have with this book. It's not gonna happen, but we can try. We can hope. It's not going well. I missed 2 days and now I am super behind, and the only way to catch up really is to either do like 3 5,000 word days in a row or make today and 10k day. And originally that was my plan, to try to get 10,000 words written today, but it is almost 1 o'clock already and I have not written a single thing yet, so the chances of that happening are slim to none. But I'm still going to try to write as much as I can. Hopefully I will finally get some done. It was going so well, and then July came around and it just all gone downhill. Yesterday I was also at work, so that took like a big chunk out of my day as well. So yesterday I was too exhausted to really like write and do anything. I went to sleep super early yesterday, so you would think that would mean I woke up early today. I did not. I woke up around 10, then I basically just cleaned and made food, to the point where now it's 1 o'clock and I still haven't done anything productive. So I thought I would start filming and hopefully get more productive. I have my laptop right here ready to write. The TV is off because I know the minute it turns on I will not want to do anything. I need this book done. I need it done. I've got August to fall back on just in case, but I don't really want to fall back on a month. I just want to get words written. I want this book done. So anyway, I'm going to try to get as much as I can get written now. I'll probably have to do like the 5k word days until I catch up and get to a point where I'm ahead by at least 3,500 words, so that those 2 days that I'm traveling, I don't have to do writing. I think I'm just gonna get to writing because I need some words.
Like, this is a great story, but
Today is Wednesday and this is not really an update, this is kind of like an outro because I forgot to film today. But I realised this vlog needs to come out tomorrow so that I can start filming the week 2 vlog tomorrow as well. And I figured it'd just be easier to get it done today instead of filming early in the morning tomorrow and then filming some more. Anyway, my word count should be a lot higher than it is. I'm checking now. I should have been more prepared. But am I ever prepared? Sometimes. My word count today should be almost 10,000, just by Nano standards, not even where I should be with the 2 days involved. But my word count at the minute is 7,000. Tomorrow for the vlog, I might choose to do something more productive, something where I can try to catch up. Maybe try a 10,000 word day. I would have to prepare for it, but maybe I can spend the rest of the evening doing that now. Preparing for this 10,000 word day because I need to catch up. This is ridiculous. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week with next week's vlog. Bye!